So let me just start with a simple question of what does it mean to you guys to see other churches coming along in this battle with you? I know maybe some of you might have felt at times like you were on an island. So what does it mean to you as a pastor to have other churches coming and locking arms with you? Pastor Gabe, you got the mic. Why don't you kick it off?
Well, thank you, Justin. And I think it's powerful. That's what it means to me. The blessing is commanded where there is unity. And I often reflect on the fact that Jesus really was the only being that was given the Spirit without measure. But all of us have the Spirit with measure, meaning we all have different gifts and talents. You know, I look at Brother Mark here. I can't do everything Mark does, maybe on a political platform, and other brothers in this group, I'm sure that they have something I'm lacking. But when we lock arms together and we can glean off of each other's charisma, we can glean off of each other's background, and glean off of each other's tribes, there's so much that we can get done, because there will always be people that you can reach that I can't reach, and vice versa. So that's what I think is so powerful about us coming together further. As you just stated, you don't feel like you're on an island. You don't feel like you're the only guy out there going to battle.
Pastor Greg, you want to say a word?
I think it's a power issue. You see it in your own individual churches that when people gather together, there's more that can be done. There's more that can be accomplished. But when you then gather churches together, he said, where 2 or 3 are gathered together, there I will be in the midst of them. We're talking about 200. We're talking about 2,000, 3,000 people coming together at a time. Last year at the finale event was just an amazing move of God. You could feel his presence, and the power of God, I believe, is released in measure to how we come together in unity.
Yeah, amen, amen. So good. Emmanuel?
When I see the body of Christ actually coming together in unity, I think about the body, like our physical body. And you know, I think a lot of times we think that you know, we think like, yo, my church and all these things are just what our focus is. But really, those things, when we work together, functions just like the body. Like, my hand is not going to do its own thing. Christ as the head, leading and guiding, and then we working together as the body can take on some amazing things. You know, we can take down some amazing giants, but it takes us working together, and that's why it's such an amazing thing to see all these churches from all different denominations coming together for one cause, and it's like, yo, giant, you going down.
Yeah.
Isn't we taking you out? You know?
Yeah. Amen. Amen. That's good, man. Good.
Yeah, I'm just reminded when I see, even as been mentioned, different denominations, different leaders coming together. What I think it does is it gives us a picture as pastors to remind us what we're most passionate about is the gospel advancing in this city. Not our church, not our brand, not our denomination, but the gospel of Christ. And so when we come together, I think there's an immediate encouragement of, look, the gospel's advancing far more than I realized, because we don't have some of these conversations. We don't see some of the work that God is doing in other places. And so I think it's a right check on our motives, on what we celebrate, on what we enjoy, and then a reminder to us of, look what God is doing in the kingdom. Look at the gospel advancing, and look how he's doing it in these different ways, and look how we can come together and unite and keep the main things, and then labor and display love that flows out of the gospel as you know, different kinds of leaders in churches. And so I think it's a good reminder and refresher that Christ has said that the church will prevail, and the gates of hell cannot stop her. And when we come together, I think we see that. Remember, that's right, that he said it is finished. He said to Telestai, and we're on the winning team, and now we're on this team who's laboring together, and the gospel will win. And so we get to see the part we get to play, and I think that's a deep encouragement as a pastor who can get discouraged in the day-to-day often.
It's good, man.